Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and version 3.2 has just officially released in Honkai style, which means brand new anniversary stuff, as well as, most importantly, Castoricse, who has been my most awaited for unit in this version. I'm literally so glad that she is finally on banner, and also in version 3.2 we can change our 50-50 loss pool as well, which is very useful because, as you guys will know, I am a Blade main, which means I can finally get some Blade Eidolons off the standard banner. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out Welt, Clara, as well as... let's see, do I want to take out Yanqing or Bailu? I don't want to get baited by the hunt symbol, so for now I'm just going to take out Yanqing, although I'll probably end up taking out Bailu later on. I mean, they're both quite useless units anyway. But yeah, these two, Japal I'm keeping because he's the highest Eidolon. Bronya Eidolons can be quite useful, and then Himiko as well. And then Bailu is just here because there's not really any other useful units we can use. So yeah, that's going to be our 50-50 loss pool. If we take a real quick look at our pity over here, we are at 20 pity, 25 pity, and we have 135 summons, so we hopefully can guarantee ourselves a Castoricse. But real quick, if you guys want to get a Castoricse for yourself, then I have the perfect thing for you, and that's today's sponsor, lootbar.gg. You can use Lootbar to top up in your favorite games like Honkai Star Rail or Genshin Impact and save up to 23%. Lootbar leverages favorable exchange rates and uses Hoyoverse partner ads, so you can get the most affordable prices and enjoy all Hoyoverse top-up bonuses as well. And with the top-up bonus reset in 3.2's anniversary, this means that you can get double the generic shards with your first purchase on Lootbar. Transactions on Lootbar are also simple, safe, and secure, as you only need to enter your UID and your region in order to get fast delivery. For example, if I want to buy the 3,280 generic shards, all I have to do is go down here, enter in my UID, as well as my server region, and then go to top up now, and they typically arrive in less than a minute, and you can get double for your first time purchase thanks to the anniversary. And creators like Raiden Shotgun, To That Time, and Mordex Tryhard are all also collaborating with Lootbar, so they are trustworthy, and they also have some very good reviews on Trustpilot, and I just use them myself so I can vouch for the authenticity, speed, and security. New users can also get an extra 8% off, so be sure to check out Lootbar with the link in the description. Thank you to Lootbar, and back to the video. Well then, I guess there is nothing left now other than to summon for our Castoricse. Now, first of all, every single time I ask, will we get the character in the first temple? The answer is always no. Will that change today in Honkai Star Rail's anniversary version? And the answer is no. We're still going to not get in the first temple, which is unfortunate, but it's fine. We can't get too greedy as long as we win our 50-50, because oh my god, you know, there are just so many characters I want in version 3. You know, a lot of, it would be nice to get an Exa, it would be nice to get maybe a Cypher, something like that. Fainon would also be cool. Luckily I do have the second account so that I can get any characters I miss on here, but yeah, I mean, it's just rough out here, but I'm so excited for Castoricse. Her gameplay looks insane. I feel like she, with Castoricse and Mighty on my account, I feel like we're going to be performing very well in all content coming up in version 3. Okay, nothing on the second temple as well. Now, I do know that her Castoricse has, of course, caused some controversy, but honestly, I don't care enough because I have been waiting for this unit for so long. When I first saw her, she really reminded me of the Hersher of Human from Honkai Impact 3. And I know there's actually quite a lot of discussion about, you know, who Castoricse is based off, whether she's an original character or if she's like an Aponia XP or if it's a Alicia Hersher of Human XP. So yeah, I'm not sure, but you know, I'm definitely very excited for her to be out. Okay, that's the second links we've gotten. I definitely do wish that, you know, we had more remembrance icons for her. I'm probably going to end up using just a 1164 HP Lycon because I don't have any 1270 ones. I've never gotten by this Lycon, which is both a blessing, but in this case, I guess it's kind of a curse. But yeah, also when it comes to other stuff I want to talk about whilst we're doing these summons real quick, I mean, there's a lot of stuff to talk about in version 3.2. Such as both the free Ruanmei. Oh, we get a Pela, which I'm not even sure if she's on banner, but I'll take that. But yeah, you know, we get the free Ruanmei, we get the free Luocha. Now, I already have both units. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up Ruanmei's E1. I feel like I'm going to... oh, Gallagher as well. Both Pela and Gallagher are very good free-to-play units for Castoricse, so, you know, if I didn't have those, that would be useful. But yeah, as I was saying, you know, maybe I'd pick up an E1 Ruanmei. Obviously, her E1 is pretty good. Oh, they're both on banner. But the issue is, I'm not sure how much I'm going to be using Ruanmei, so unless I need to use her, I feel like I'm going to wait on using it first. But if I find myself either wanting to play her a lot as a, you know, for example, if my tribute's being used by one side, I can play her on the second side, or, of course, I can play her on a Super Break team, then, you know, that could be useful. Now, it does seem like we are going into pity right here, but that's fine as long as we win our 50-50. I mean, also, I'm like I've said this before, but I'm really hoping that Blade and Jingliu, you know, their buffs are confirmed. I just hope that they make them synergize well with Castorous. I mean, of course, I hope they increase their main DPS potential as well. But, you know, it would be really cool if they could get a niche as sort of Castorous supports. Now, we are on 95 pulse here, so we are getting close to pity slowly and slowly. I have lost track slightly, if I'm being entirely honest. Let's see, is it this temple? No, it's not, but yeah, I mean, if I could start using Blade more with casters, you know, if I could do like Blade, Tribby plus, yeah, Blade, Tribby plus Castorous, and then plus a healer, and then on my second half, go for like Mighty, Sunday, Remembrance, MC, plus a healer, you know, one of Lorcho, Gallagher, then, you know, that would be sick. That would be my dream come true. Imagine using Castorous, Mighty, and Blade at the same time. That would be, like I said, a dream come true for me. Jingliu as well, I feel like could be interesting. That's, you know, that's the direction I'm hoping they go in for their buffs. You know, slight main DPS buff so that, you know, they can perform better in main DPS situations. But for the bulk of it to be on their mechanic as a Castorous support, which, you know, I guess technically that means it's more specific if you pull casters, but I guess that's just kind of how the game's going nowadays. You know, I feel like using version 1 DPS in version 3 is not very realistic nowadays with how power keeps going, so it would be cool if they get a secondary function. Anyway, I feel like this is probably gonna be our 5-star, so let's see. Is it up? Okay. I'm guessing it is. Yes, it is. Okay, now what would be cool is, you know, technically, I've been playing Starter for nearly 2 years. We're yet to get a double. Will we get a double here? I'm hoping we can get a double, which is a Castorous and then a Blade, because, you know, all my showcases on this account are E0S0. So, you know, if we do see a destruction symbol, at least we know it's Blade. Yeah, I'm getting a bit scared here. Of course, you know, losing the 50-50 isn't as painful as it once was, because we can't get some of the suckiest characters. I swear, if we get Bailu when we have like 6 other units, I would be more inclined to lose the 50-50 too. I will not be very happy. But yeah, that being said, let's see. Okay, Lynx. Do we win our 50-50? And do we maybe get a double? Let's see. Halfway through the temple. Oh, this is stressing me out. You have no clue how much I've been waiting for Castorous. Just please come home. Oh my, Link, stop popping up. Just show me the 5-star. Remember, okay, we got Castorous. Let's go. Oh, okay, we won our 50-50 for Mighty, and we won our 50-50 for Castorous. And before that, even though we lost the 50-50 for Tribby, we got her in the next temple. And Furious, we have been very lucky in so far, but woo-hoo-hoo! I am very, very glad we got Castorous here. Do we get another 5-star in this temple? Potentially. The answer is no. Okay, but yeah, I am so glad we won our 50-50. Wait, view memo sprite. Oh, there it is. Neverwing. Like I said, man, I'm just so glad we get her. I mean, just look at that. I mean, her trailers have been incredible. You know, they've made me like her even more as a character. In the story, she's been great. I haven't, of course, I don't know anything about the 3.2 story, but I have very high hopes for it from all the trailers we've gotten. Let's see. Okay, let's just do one more temple real quick. Do we get anything spicy here? The answer is no. Okay. No back-to-backs. Now, also, what I want to do is I want to do one temple on Fugue here because I don't have her. So it'd be cool if we get an early 5-star here. Okay, no, we don't. Unfortunately, we don't get any super anniversary miracle luck. But we do still win our Castorous 50-50, which is the most important part. We can just skip this, which will leave us on about 25 pity, I believe. So yeah, we're going to save these pulls. I don't know who I'm pulling for next, if I'm being completely honest. We know Cypher's Nihility. If she's good for Akron, maybe I'll go for her. And Nexa, we'll have to see what his synergy is with Akron, because he, you know, with his weakness implant, he probably has some potential synergy. We'll just have to see how it is. Also, I want to see how his Pure Fiction performance is right now, because Pure Fiction is actually probably one of the hardest game modes for us. So I want to see how he performs there, as well as a carry, because I don't have the Herta on this account. I'll definitely be picking him up on the second account where we do have the Herta. So yeah, maybe I'll do like one temple on Nexa, one temple on Cypher, and then we'll go all in if they're very useful for my account. If not, then maybe we'll save for the Fate collab. I don't know anything about Fate, but I'm sure they have some cool characters. Other than that, Thanon would, you know, probably be cool to pick up. But yeah, we'll just have to see what direction we go in. I'm glad we won our 50-50. Come here, Castorous. I have definitely pre-farmed a lot for her. You know, we have a lot of credits and talent books as well, which is also very helpful. We're just going to max her out here, I think. Why not? I mean, what else do we have to do? I feel like in 2 days time is when I will have, so not tomorrow but the day after tomorrow, I will do a showcase of Castorous in Memory of Chaos. Like I said, I'm going to be putting her on a 1100 HP Lightcone, because for her Lightcone priority, from what I know, it's first of all Signature, and then Mighty's Lightcone and the Battle Pass Lightcone are the same. Performance-wise, basically, and then it's any 1270 Lightcone, then about 4% worse is any 1164 Lightcone, and then 4% worse is the Victorina Blink Lightcone, which we have on our RMC, but even that's S5, and it can be quite pricey to S5s, especially if it's a new Lightcone. So the question is, what Lightcone do I want to steal here? I think, yeah, I'm just going to steal this Himiko Lightcone off of our Herta. We can put Herta on another Lightcone, so yeah, this is the Lightcone we're going to be using on our casters for now. It definitely looks a bit funny, but you know what? We don't care about that. We only care about Castorous' performance, which, you know, I'm definitely hoping she can carry us. If you saw our last MOC run, you know that our Acheron struggled a fair bit, but, you know, there's not much we can do about that. Like I said, hopefully someone like Silverwolf or Cypher, you know, Silverwolf of the buffs, or when Cypher releases, that can be a nice upgrade for our Acheron, of course, but if not, then, you know, what can we do? Okay, now, dude, I wish they just let me hold this button down. Now I just have to spam click this as fast as I can. So, yeah, hopefully, let me know how your guys' casters pulls are going so far. I'm hoping everyone is having a lucky anniversary like I am. Like I said, I've been waiting for casters for so long. You know, to me, she reminds me a lot of Alicia, who is my favorite Honkai Impact 3rd character. I have the same birthday as her. We're both born on November 11th, which, you know, it's definitely the most beautiful birthday in the world, so it's very fitting for her, and I'm very happy to share it with her. Actually, what is Castorous? Oh, there's no birthdays in Honkai Star Rail, is there? Now that I think about it. So, we don't know what Castorous' birthday is, but, you know, I can pretend that she also shares the same birthday with me. And, okay, I forgot just how many talents there are on screen right here. If anyone has their own theories, you know, be sure to let me know who you think Castorous is based off. I know this means nothing for Honkai Impact 3rd characters, but for non-Honkai Impact 3rd players, but, you know, just indulge me for a second, if you will, because, like I said, this has been a long time coming for me. I know with all the butterflies, there is a lot of Epona reference, but, you know, design-wise, I feel like a lot of people first were like Alicia before we saw Cyrene, who, you know, it would be cool if they did something where, like, Alicia kind of split into who Alicia wanted to be, and then also the her share of human, because, you know, I do find it kind of interesting where, you know, she kind of just wanted to live more like a normal human, but she was a Hersher, so she couldn't really, whereas Castorous is cursed with all the death stuff, so, you know, maybe an interesting parallel. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this, kind of like this was an English lesson or something, but yeah, anyway, you know, technically you should be upgrading the Memo Sprite stuff first, and then like the ultimate, and then the skill and the talent. But I mean, I have enough materials to level it all up other than the basics, so that won't really matter for us at the moment. Just literally spam clicking everything as much as I can. Let's just get all the blue stuff out of the way first, and then I can use all the purple materials. I just want to make sure I don't accidentally switch to the basic attack, because we definitely don't need to level that up. Okay, now let's convert all of these local materials over to this type. There we go, like so, and perfect. And now we can finish off building our Castorous completely. This should be enough to my knowledge. Just max out the ultimate. Okay. And yeah, like I said, I'm very not certain who I'm going to pull next, but I feel like it's going to be a while until I have to throw so many resources into a character like we are right now. I'm just glad I was able to pre-farm her, because Mighty, I pre-farmed a bit. I mean, Tribby I didn't pre-farm for whatsoever, so that was a bit painful. Okay, there we go. She's now maxed out in terms of those. Now we need to build her, and the question is, what do we do here? I feel like if we pick this up, this is more crit damage, so we'll switch this with Tribby. Our pieces aren't amazing right now, I should note. I feel like we should have more stuff on the poet set right now. If I go here, and if I go crit rate and crit damage, go for both. Okay, we have none. How nice. We do actually have 2 here, though, which could be useful. Let's see, do any of these roll well? If not, then I'll just do this stuff off camera. Let's see. Okay, you roll crit once. Nice. Can you roll crit again? No, you don't, but can you roll crit now? Okay, I'm gonna hold off on that for a second. If you keep rolling on the crit, you guys will see my build at the end of the MLC video. So, you know, I don't want to spend too much time on this, but let's see. You know, maybe we can get a god piece on camera, which would be cool. Okay, I think this is already our best piece. Can you roll crit again, please? Okay, you know what? This is an okay piece for now. I will take it. Do we have a crit damage body here that we can use? If I go to main stat and crit damage, the answer is yes, we do. Do any of you have crit on you? Yes, you do. Perfect. Okay, you can also roll crit rate. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna level this one for the time being. Please roll as much crit rate as you can. That would be very nice. That's not a good start. I asked for crit rate. HP percentage would also be cool here. Okay, we've literally dodged both. Please. Oh my god, can you stop doing this to me, please? Oh my god. Oh, I'll just roll this one more time. I'm just gonna feed it into something else. Okay, now you roll crit rate. I don't think that's worth using a dice on right now, so, you know, we'll just have to see how it goes. Boots, we just need HP percentage. Okay, that works perfectly. Do we have double crit HP percentage? Maybe. Let's see. HP percent, crit damage. Do we have one with both? No, we don't. Do we have one with only one of them? Yes, we do. Will you roll double crit for us real quick? If not, then I'll just skip over the boots and... Oh, okay, this one does actually roll double crit. Perfect. You know, right now, it seems like we might end up with a decent Castoric's day 1 build. Let's see. Okay, EHR. Can we roll crit again? One more roll into crit damage, please. Okay, perfect. You know, these pieces aren't amazing right now, but they get the job done currently. Okay, do we... you know what? I think we're just going to steal Triby's piece here. Then for the planar ornaments, I have actually been farming the bone set a little bit. Of course, Mighty is on it at the moment, although maybe I'll just steal Triby's pieces for the time being, and then we'll see what we can switch her off to. Yeah, you don't need 8.7 crit rate right now. That's more important for our thingy. And then... Is this our best one? It might be. You know what, let's just steal this for the time being. Level it up so that we can see how our Castoric's is looking right now. Are you gonna dodge crit damage every single time? Nearly. Okay, now, obviously, this isn't her final build. We will improve her build with time, but this is the best we can do right now for a day 1 build, and we are on 49.6 crit rate, 189 crit damage. Obviously, this will probably go up in battle. So, you know what? I think I'm going to quickly take her into MLC so that we can see her stats in battle. Like I said, obviously, I'll do a lot more work on her. But for the time being, that's what we're working with. I'm not going to do a full showcase here. I'm just probably going to do the first half of the first side with her, because I want to save the rest for a proper showcase. So if we real quick just grab our Castoric's, our Triby, our RMC, and our Luocha, and then here we just pull up like a single Mighty. Let's see what will her stats be in battle. I mean, first of all, we want to use all of our techniques. Also, we get to see her animations for the first time. I'm very excited for this. Okay, and technique and dragon spawn in. Oh my god, I am not going to get over that anytime soon. Okay then. Okay, we don't have Triby's buff yet, so let's see. If I hold E, hold E, hold E, and hold it again, and then I'm gonna claw. I think that's what we're supposed to do. And we're already doing 233k, and that's without both Triby's ultimate as well as the RMC true damage right now. Okay, now if we just do a skill on our Cass, okay, we get Mem as well, which is nice, and we just put up our Castoric's, and I'm actually also gonna RMC alt right here. This should give us our Triby ultimate. Yes, it does. Perfect. So now we can just do this, and now we have all of our buffs up. And if we now skill on Castoric's, there we go, 100% charge on Pollux. So if we just activate this real quick, perfect. And now we should be able to check our stats, and this should be all of them. 91 crit rate to 287 crit damage. Okay, we definitely want to hit 100 crit rate, that's for sure. Now, real quick, let's just go onto our Neverwings turn and do a full blast, see how much damage we do. Obviously, this is going to be... Oh my god, what is this damage? 821,000. 1.1 million damage on a free-to-play Castoric's. What did I just see? Hello? 1.1 million. I have never seen those damage numbers before. The highest I've seen is like 560k. Now, obviously, one thing I should say is that we are getting buffed by the current memory turbulence, but our build isn't even finished. We don't have her Lightcon, we don't have her E1, and we just hit 1.1 million damage, and she charges her ultimate fast. Oh my days. Okay. We just saw 1.1 million damage. I'm gonna end it there. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know how your Castoric's summons went. How do you feel about her? What are your thoughts on her design, gameplay? Are you enjoying her? Did you maybe get double? Did you pick up her E2S1 or something like that? Let me know down below. But yeah, with that being said, I'm very looking forward to testing out this character, and I will see you guys next time. See ya.